Hello, online crew. How are you going? I've got some tough love for you today. So if you can't handle tough love, this might not be the video for you. But if you can handle some tough love, I've got a message for you today. And as I said in the description, are you full of ... So where did your mind go? And if you went to a rude word, that's not what I mean. I'm not here to be rude or offensive to anybody. But what I mean by are you full of ... in my description, I'll get to that in a moment. So if you're here with me live, please say hello, put the palm tree emoji down below. I'm hoping I can see comments, but I'm fearing that I'm not. Facebook, please be kind to me today. I got back up, so we'll see. I'll wait a little bit longer in anticipation that Facebook is going to show me your comments, but it's not happening right now, so I'll keep on talking. Yeah, if we've not met before, my name is Helen Martin. I am your online crew captain. Sometimes I get a little bit grumpy and sometimes I've got some tough love for you, and that's what's happening today. Okay, so I hope in my message today something sort of resonates with you and gets you thinking. So we do have here, I can't see comments. Bugger. Facebook, why do you do this to me? That's all right, I got my backup phone. I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Please, keep saying hello. So the palm tree emoji is our mascot here for this page. If you're in my free Facebook group, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, put the fish emoji down below. Let me know who of you are here out of that community. And if you're one of my online crew leaders, put the cruise ship down below. These guys are the ones that I give practical help to. We do a boot camp every month. We've just finished a boot camp, like how to prospect people and get better results with reaching out to people and what to say and how to react and all the rest of it. It was pretty cool. So you guys, we're all going to meet up on a cruise ship one day. It's pretty cool. If you want any information about my free Facebook group or my coaching community, online crew coaching, just go to my website, which is www.helenmartinonline.com. So Facebook's not playing nice for me today. So Facebook, you're trying to get me even grumpier than I already am. Look, I'm not grumpy, guys. I'm not grumpy. I don't get grumpy. And I'll tell you what today's topic is about, because I bet majority of you went somewhere rude with my description saying, are you full of? I bet majority of you went somewhere rude. Whereas all I'm saying is, are you full of excuses? Is what I'm saying today. So listen up, because I've got a purpose behind this. I don't want to offend anybody, but I just want to keep it real with you guys. If I get your permission, is it okay to get real with you? And one of the reasons why I'm talking about this today, guys, is it's really weird. Sometimes in your life you just get sent, I don't know, it's just like you're seeing something over and over again. Like some people refer to it as RAS, like reticular activation system. And so think of it like you suddenly see a car you like that you've never really noticed before. Let's say it's a Mercedes or something like that. And then suddenly everywhere you go on the road, all you're seeing is Mercedes. It's like, oh, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. And then suddenly you're seeing Mercedes everywhere because it was something that's in your attention. So sometimes when that happens, it's called the reticular activation syndrome, something like that. I can't really remember. And you just sort of see or get attracted to that. And for me, what it is people's excuses and people complaining. And I'm seeing all these videos on Facebook that are not necessarily, I don't know whether it's directed at me, although I'm not somebody who gives excuses, or whether it's telling me that I need to pass this message on to people. I don't know. So I'm here to pass a message on because I'm getting thrown at me from all different directions, all this stuff about people and their excuses, or people and their complaining. And I saw a video the other day. Do any of you guys know who Jay Shetty is? He's just, he has videos on Facebook. He's, millions of people follow him, I think. I'm not sure how many people follow him, but lots of people follow him. And he's just got these awesome videos that pop up on Facebook all the time. And if you're not aware, the more you look at stuff, the more you get sent. So I look at a few of his videos and now it's inundated with my feed. And, I've got to plug my battery in because I'm going to die on you guys. Not literally, my battery. And I actually shared this video on my personal page a couple of days ago. Just excuse me for a sec, guys. I don't want to lose you. And it was a little video about some people on a plane. Did any of you see this on my personal page? I shared it. And it was, about people complaining and not being nice. And there was a woman sitting in a chair, and obviously she had kids, and the husband was complaining via text message on the phone, like, the kids are doing this, what should I do? And she's like, well, they're your kids too, and just, arguing about the kids. There was a girl in the middle that was listening to loud music, and she was annoying the person next to her, and she's like, can you turn your music down? And then there was a guy on the end that was rude and all the rest of it. And it sort of insinuates that there's going to be a plane crash, and that is your last moments on life. So the message sort of really is, if you killed over tomorrow in the next 5 minutes, something happened today and you're no longer here. Like, have you really lived the life that you want? Have you said nice things to people, or are you leaving conversations unsaid? Are you just complaining? And his message was, we live in a complaining culture. Do you guys realize that? We complain about everything. People complain about the weather when they've got nothing else to talk about. It's cold. And I do that. I'm freezing here at the moment. But we are a complaining culture, and we make a lot of excuses to justify the things we're not doing. It's just human nature. But the reality is, do you want to live by your excuses? So my description, are you full of? I'm saying, are you full of excuses? Are there things that you want to do? Are there things that you want to improve? Are there finances, like, do you want to earn more money? Do you want to be more successful? Do you want to build a bigger business online? Do you want to have a thriving business? Do you want to have better relationships? Do you want to be a better version of you health-wise? Like, what is stopping you from having all of those things? Honestly, it's our own excuses. We get in our own way too much. And majority of people, and I'm seeing this and hearing this all around me in my Facebook feed by people like Jay Shetty, and what was another one yesterday? Those of you that are not Australian might not know this guy, but Kerwin Ray, he's multiple $1 million earner in the social media world, great business guy, and he has a lot of videos on social media. And he had one yesterday that was like, are you full of excuses, and had a big thing about it. And then I'm doing my video challenge at the moment. I'm getting messages from all these people as to why they haven't started, or why they can't start, or something's happened here, there, or my daughter's sick, or my son's got a school camp or something. Like, it's all excuses because you haven't done what you said you were going to do. Okay. And like, it really is something to think about. Personal responsibility. If you're not where you are in your life, or where you want to get to yet, we've all got goals and dreams that we want to sort of follow and strive for, and that doesn't happen overnight. But how many excuses are you making, and how often do you complain? I challenge you. I've done this once before. I challenge you to not complain for 24 hours. Think about everything you're saying and not complain for 24 hours. Do it from the next 24 hours, no complaints about anything. And see what pops into your head, and have a really high level of awareness of what pops into your head in the next 24 hours, and see how often you complain. See how many excuses that you make for not doing things. Those of you in the video challenge that have not started, why didn't you start? What's going on in your world that is so important that you can't start a 14-day video challenge? What excuses are you telling yourself as to the reason you can't? It's just that. It's just excuses. Like, seriously. Sorry. Any of you guys that know me, I don't say this to be derogatory to anybody or put anybody down, but self-responsibility, guys. People complain to me all the time about how they can't do this or that or whatever, or there's this that's wrong or that's wrong. Don't get absorbed in what's wrong. Get absorbed in what solutions can you find to get out of whatever rut you are in. Nobody else can get you out of your rut except yourself. No one else can get you to be happier other than yourself. So self-evaluation, guys, what excuses do you continue to tell yourself that holds you back from growth or from doing a measly 14-day Facebook Live video challenge? Why didn't you start? What did you tell yourself that not today? I don't know what to talk about. And people that are saying that, you're not watching my videos because I've told you what to talk about. So sorry guys, just tough love, because your excuses are probably holding you back from moving forward. And you don't have to make leaps and bounds in a very short period of time. You just need to make progress. Little baby steps and creating momentum is what gets you there. I've worked bloody hard to get where I've got online. I've had my best month ever financially this month, and we're not even at the end of the month yet. Like it's blown my mind. But I've worked very hard for that. And I don't make excuses. And yes, I get up at 2:30 in the morning and do training for an international community. And yes, I go overseas when I'm leaving my family behind. And I just find ways to make it happen. And there are plenty of students that I mentor that just make it happen no matter what is in front of them or what obstacles are there. Don't wallow in your excuses and your problems and your troubles and woe is me. What's the word I'm looking for? Not surround yourself, engulf yourself, wrap yourself around. I can't find the right word. In finding solutions, surrounding yourself with people who are doing what you want to do and asking questions, reaching out and sending somebody a message going, I'm not sure what to do next. Can you help me? Can you give me a piece of advice? Take self-responsibility for where you're at and get over yourself if you are still in the same place you were 6 months or a year ago and you're just full of excuses. Hang on, just catching up with your comments. Hello, Rob. I see it. Sorry, I can't see your comments. Hey, Olive. Hey, Crystal. Sean. Thank you for dropping the link, Sean. I knew you'd go there, Sean. Are you full of, I knew most people would go there with the description. So yeah, are you full of excuses? Not full of that emoji. Oh, now I can't see any comments here. Oh, so I'm just going to talk to myself today. Are you cursing me on the other side of this video? Are you going, man, she's got a rocket up her bottom today? Anna, hello Anna. Start the video challenge, you would not regret it. Those of you that have done that, and this is not hinging on a video challenge, this is just one example, guys. But all of these guys that have done video challenges before, their life has changed. Their personality has changed. They're doing things and saying things and building Facebook pages and communities, and they're caring about people and they're giving value online, and they are growing from that. And so people are watching them because they're there and putting themselves out there. They're not full of excuses. They're just getting the job done. Crystal, nobody can control our lives but us. It all starts with us. And I wish people would really let that sink in. It's up to you. If it's up, if it is to be, it is up to me. No one can build my business except me. I can have mentors and help and whatever, but who needs to do the work? Me. Who needs to do the work? You. So if you're not going to do the work, just shut your mouth and accept it. Stop complaining. Stop making excuses for why you're still in the same spot that you were months ago. Antonetta, I need this today. Thanks, Helen. Okay, I hope you know that I'm coming from a place of love. Rob, you're right, no excuses. Hey, Rodney, how are you? Lee, congratulations on your accomplishments. Thank you, Lee. Crystal, I did the video challenges with my kids sick and when I had a death in the family. Yes, you did, and I remember that. You still got on live. And I often say this, I go live 5 days a week for you guys. and just talk to you and try to help you and give you value. Most of it's about social media, but if you're not aware, at the beginning of every week, which for me in my time zone is today, and I'll always talk about something to do with personal development or personal growth. Because seriously, it's so true, guys. You can learn all the social media strategies and tricks and algorithm hacks and all that kind of stuff, but none of that matters if you are totally in lack of self-belief, if you are in total overwhelm, if you just don't know how to get out of your route, if you're not, reaching out to your mentor and saying help, if you're not taking self-responsibility, then, you're going to stay stuck. We have to take responsibility for that. And, I don't sit there and go, I don't feel like it today. There are lots of days I don't feel like going live, but it's my commitment to my business and you guys, because sometimes I care more about you than I do about me, because I care about your results. And I don't want you to sit here and listen to me live over and over and over and over again, but not take any action. I want you to take action. Why do you think I do Facebook Live video challenges all for free? It takes a hell of a lot of my time to do that, but I know how powerful they are if you've got the guts to actually go live and do it yourself. And I've seen it before my very eyes with you guys. You take the step to get the job done and see the rewards. But if you don't take the step and take the self-responsibility for whatever it is that you want out of life, you've got no right to complain. So just accept it. If you're not going to have the guts to do things that make you uncomfortable, if you're not going to have the guts to find solutions, if you're not going to have the guts to get out of the overwhelm and ask somebody to help, if you're not going to take the self-responsibility, then accept when you are and stop complaining. For those of you that do want to move forward, realize it is up to you and no one else. You can have mentors around you like me that are rallying for you 100% of the way. There are so many people in my coaching community that I am just burning to see them succeed. And I'm burning to see them have the same success that I'm having. But unless they do the work, it's not going to happen. I can guide them and help them and support them, and I'm there every step of the way. And I give a lot of people a lot of free help, and that's okay because I want to see you win. But when I do all of that, and you guys give me all of your excuses as to why you can't do a free 14-day Facebook Live video challenge, look in the mirror, guys. Said with love, said with love, said with love. Please don't take me the wrong way. But unless you take self-responsibility for what it is or isn't that you're doing, how do you ever expect to move forward? It's probably a good thing I can't see your comments today because maybe some of you are cursing me. I don't know. But I just want you to realize that you don't want your life to be full of excuses. And as Jay Shetty said on his video, we are a complaining culture. Have you ever noticed when you say to somebody, how are you? Most people's default words are, I'm okay, or I'm so busy. Or, it's usually something that's wrong. Very rarely will you say to someone, how are you? And they go, I'm awesome. I'm on top of the world. I'm loving life. How many people have you ever heard say that? Some people will, but it's usually very minimal. The people walking this planet that actually have a really happy, favorable response to just, how are you? So we are a complaining culture, and it's unfortunate, but that's our normal. Making excuses makes it okay for you to justify the things that you know you should be doing and you're not doing. So we are all full of excuses, including myself. I put this on my personal page yesterday. Because I've been traveling overseas, I haven't taught my class at the gym. Those of you guys that don't know, just one of the things I do is I teach a class at the gym. I'm a qualified personal trainer and Zumba instructor and that like that. I don't really do that. Well, I don't do that as a profession, but I just keep it there on the side because I enjoy doing it. Now, I hadn't taught my class for 3 weeks because I'd been traveling. So I woke up yesterday feeling less than confident, guys. Less than. So I've eaten lots while I've been away. I've had my fair share of margaritas and loved every minute of it. So I don't regret it, But yes, I put on a bit of weight and I'm bloated and I don't feel the best. And some of the people in my class are fitter than I am. Some of the people in the class are lifting more weights than I am as the instructor. And do you know how that makes me feel sometimes, guys? I feel less than as an instructor because it's not what I do on a daily basis. I turn up once a week and teach a pump class. Pump class is weights like hand weights and barbells, and we do squats and we do bicep curls and we do tricep things and we do all sorts of things. And I have the best people that attend my class and I love it. But yesterday I woke up knowing that I had to teach and I hadn't taught for 3 weeks and I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, guys. I felt less than because it's like I feel like crap and I haven't lifted any weights for 3 weeks. And I don't know any of you guys that do weights at all, but you can lose your strength really quickly. Like I notice if I have a few weeks off from teaching my class, my strength is just not what it was. Like it takes a while to build up the strength again. So I struggle. So I'm teaching the class going, I'm loving every minute of this and I have to keep going. I'm the instructor. So whether I'm in pain or shaking or not, which is what I was doing yesterday, like my legs were shaking, I can't stop because I'm the instructor. So I'm going full of this, they're fitter than I am, you're less than, should you really be instructing anymore? All of that crap goes through my head. Now, if I wasn't the instructor, I wouldn't have gone yesterday. If I was just attending, like, okay, maybe you guys have a regular gym class or something that you go to, and if I was just attending the class and I wasn't the instructor, I tell you, I wouldn't have gone. What's the reason for that? Excuses. I don't feel good. My tummy's bloated. I haven't lifted weights for 3 weeks. So I'm going to be embarrassed. Everyone else is lifting more weights around me. Like if I wasn't the instructor, I wouldn't have gone. Now, if I look at that in the mirror, why not? Because I'm full of excuses. How did I feel after the class? Awesome. I love my class. I felt good. I sweated heaps. It felt good. And, I'll get back into routine now. But because I'm the instructor, I had to go. If I wasn't the instructor, I don't reckon I would have gone. And the reason for that, just my excuses. Don't feel good. Don't feel like it. I'm tired. All the rest of it. Like our excuses can rule our lives. So just take real mental note of that, guys. What excuses are you telling yourself that you can't do things that you know are good for you, or you know that can build your business, or that you know that you need to do, but you're not really comfortable in doing? Just do it and go 24 hours without complaining about anything. I challenge you. Go 24 hours without, now if you don't talk to anybody, if you're at home and no one's around you, that might be pretty easy. But if you're out and about or with a spouse or whatever, or your kids or whatever, don't complain at your kids. Don't tell them off. Find them another way. Get some self-responsibility. So do you think that was a good idea? Challenge them to look at what they're doing and whether that's good or not. Don't yell at your kids. Find another way. Get them to self-evaluate. Was that a good thing to do or was that a not good thing to do? Keep you calm. Don't yell at your kids for 24 hours if you've got them. Don't complain for 24 hours. Can you do it? Are you willing to do it? Simple. Try it on. I challenge you. Now, I can't see any comments, as you can tell, because I'm rambling. And I'm going to get off in a second because I've got, those of you in my branding course, we've got a live Zoom call shortly. So jump on and we can talk about whatever you want to talk branding-wise. Okay. Hey Chris, how are you? Good to see you on. Lee, when it happens and people complain, you become reluctant to ask people how they are because of getting an earful of complaining. Yeah, you get to know the people that are complaining around you. You get to know who's somebody that takes action and who doesn't, because you get to know people's personalities. Hey Rita, how are you? Sean, you have to be happy for those that are doing great. Yeah, and the sad thing, Sean, there are so many people that jealousy comes first before happiness. And I think that's sad. I love seeing people surpass me. Do you remember, guys, a couple of months ago, somebody came into my network marketing business and surpassed me really quickly? I was ecstatic for them. Like, you've got to be happy for people that are succeeding. You can't sit there in a jealousy state and go, why can't that happen to me? Why aren't I getting the same results? How did they come into the business after me and they're doing better than me? Why can't I get the same traction that they are on social media? Like, you've got to be happy for people. It's a very good point, Sean. Patricia, I try not to ask people how they are. I need to hear positive greeting, compliment them on seeing them and how great they look. Yeah, we're a complaining culture. How often have you said to somebody when you see them in person, hey, you're looking amazing. You're looking great. Like, what's going on with you? Like, how many of you actually compliment people or thank people for what they bring to your life or the insight that they bring into your life, or just thank them for being in your life? We just don't do it enough. We're a complaining culture, like Joe said. Crystal, so proud of you. Helen, you're doing it anyway. You're a true leader, no excuses, and you're biting through the pain. You're a freaking rock star. Crystal, I love you. You're amazing. Challenge should also include not having negative thoughts and actually listen too. Yes, right, Rose. So, thanks for your feedback, guys. I'm going to get off my bandwagon today. It's just really amazing when something's at you over and over and over again. So I'm getting excuses from people in the video challenge, and I'm seeing all these things pop up from Facebook about people making excuses and self-responsibility and whatever. And as I said, I don't know if that's a message for me. I don't think so, because I'm not an excuses person, or whether that's a calling from the universe for me to share the message with you. I don't know, but I'm here talking about it. And for whatever it's worth, I seriously don't mean to be derogatory or put any of you down in any way. I know there are lots of you that have got a lot going on in your life and it's overwhelming and you need to deal with stuff. I get it. But don't let that overtake your life, that you wallow in it for too long. If things happen, I often refer to John Maxwell's theory about the 24-hour rule. When things go wrong in our life, when we've got challenges and things maybe hurt, maybe somebody passes away, maybe somebody does something that really upsets you, you need to grieve, you need to let it out, you need to be angry, you need to be frustrated, you need to make excuses, whatever you want to do for 24 hours. But after 24 hours, supposedly statistically it's 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, but definitely John Maxwell says 24 hours, get over yourself. So realize what it is if you can't change it, get over it and look for solutions. Don't wallow in the problem. So after 24 hours and we've cried and we've got frustrated and we've recognized where we're at, then after 24 hours, we've got to go, okay, how do I turn this around? What's working? What's not working? What do I need to do differently to turn this around? That's where your headspace needs to be. You don't want to sit in the same crap for days and weeks and months. You really want to take that self-responsibility, get rid of the excuses, stop complaining and go, what's working, what's not working, what can I do differently to get me further along? So you need to evaluate what's going on without the emotion. So this is our head versus our emotion. So we can all often get caught up in emotion because things don't feel good. Things don't feel comfortable. You get a knot in your stomach about something. This doesn't feel right. Or they've hurt my feelings and I feel uncomfortable. Like, we get these physical responses. You know what though? We don't make the best decisions when we're sitting in that space. We really don't. We need to get out of that space, sit in it for 24 hours if you need to, but get out of that space and then use your head. What's working, what's not working, what can I do differently? What's working, what's not working, what can I do differently? And actually evaluate something for what it is. So we don't want to let emotions overtake us, because that's where you can sit in a space that you don't want to sit in for long periods of time. Okay, does that make sense, guys? I hope this has been of some value to some of you, or some kind of message, just to make you think a little bit about you're in the driver's seat. You are in the driver's seat. It's totally up to you. So just go for it. What have you got to lose? You only live once. And really at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? And please don't sit there worrying about what other people think or say or those kind of things, because you don't want other people to dictate your life. You want to dictate your life. So self-responsibility, no excuses, stop complaining and take control. Put yourself back in the driver's seat and take control. So end of tough love. I just want to see you guys win, and sometimes we have to get out of our own way to win, and we just sometimes need reminding of that, including myself. Like yesterday at the gym, I know I wouldn't have gone unless I was the instructor. I don't have any choice when I'm in the instructor. But even that, it's like, well, why wouldn't I have gone? It's because I've let my excuses we don't even think about it. They just creep in. They just come in. I don't feel like it. I don't want to. I'm not feeling good enough. Tomorrow. And then, tomorrow comes and you go, no, tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and there's another tomorrow. You know what I mean, guys? I'm sure you can relate. So those of you that have left comments, thank you. I will go back to them afterwards and pick up all your comments. But thank you for being here with me live or on the replay. Anybody watching the replay, you're still listening to me at this point, put the word replay down below so I can say hello to you later. Oh, guys, did you just catch that? We're not allowed to say that anymore, and I'm still saying it. So the engagement baiting restrictions on Facebook, you're not allowed to say what I just said. So put something down there. Put replay down there, and so I can say hello to you afterwards. Okay, so I'll look forward to seeing you guys, same place, same time tomorrow for some social. We'll get back to social media training. Okay, love you guys. Bye.